legacy tarnished. Queen Elizabeth II revealed to have been British. No! This was not a part of the prophecy. This is actually the case. There's so many hilarious memes that don't work anymore. This is in control of the military junta. West Africa, this is the 7th week in a row you've shown a coup d'etat in class. And I have a feeling we'll probably see one more for an 8th week in a row. This region of Earth is just really good at doing that. The War Thunder official account screaming, do not send us classified military documents. This is not reverse psychology. For real, I'm running out of jokes about this. We cannot use them. It's sort of turbo illegal. Average War Thunder player, you know what? I'm gonna start to leak classified military documents harder now. It's literally all they do. They're gamers second, they're leakers first. What else is new? Joe Smith dips a croissant in ketchup 3,678 miles away. Meanwhile, French people, literally they're like the eye of Sauron focused in on you. Although I have to admit the eye of Sauron is much more terrifying on the Eiffel Tower. The actual one from Lord of the Rings is now just boring after looking at that. What we think will win us a war against the aliens? What will actually win us a war against the aliens? I mean, no matter what, even if we're building some sort of secret mega plane that launches us 25 years into the future, the aliens are gonna have better aircraft. However, they've been traveling in space for probably our entire existence, so almost guaranteed to not have mega advanced ships. And 75% of our planet is literally just water. Might be kind of hard to find us if we all go out there. 6 new countries to join BRICS, including Iran and Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, checkmate, NATO. Gotta admit though, this is extremely talented, but also probably fairly dangerous. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I present you the Fellowship of Western Europe. Of course, Germany is like the main character, but then again, so is Italy. Wait, I'm now just realizing the joke because Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain are, I guess, hobbits compared to Northern Europe. I will not stand for hobbit slander. Why is France Gimli though? The Dutch probably are the closest things we have to elves on Earth though. I don't think anyone can argue against this. Continental Scandinavians be like, I'm Scandinavian, I'm Scandinavian, I'm Scandinavian. Meanwhile, Chad, Norway, and Sweden just staring back at them. If you're not part of this peninsula, you can't really be Scandinavian Denmark. Imagine being connected to continental Europe. Blah. Go hang out with Turkic, but I'm Slavic like you, says Russia. Go hang out with Funo Uruguay. I was gonna say Uruguayans. But I'm Turkic like you, says Russia. Brick off. But I'm Finno-Ugarian like you, says Russia. Russia's story is they just can't fit in anywhere, I guess. Maybe that's why they've always been so mad. Turks and Filipinos both agreeing to consume hot beverages in scorching hot weather. I have to admit, I don't even do this. I do consume cold beverages in cold weather though. I don't know why I do that. I'm pretty sure a lot of countries in Asia do this though. 65% of South Asia's population arriving in Saudi Arabia to build the most pointless mega project. Wasn't this what they did during the World Cup too? That was in Qatar though. This is actually just depressing. Argentina, Italy, and Brazil sitting with all their World Cups. Meanwhile, Mexico and Peru sitting with their most valuable player awards. And these are cooler because they're golden Mickey Mouses. Argentina, Italy, and Brazil is yet to have one of those. You have to be the best player in the Florida Cup to obtain one of these. Those countries are just gonna have to keep on trying to get the actual most prestigious award. The name Vlahakis is widespread in Zambia thanks to a brave Greek man from the island of Crete with that same name who arrived in southern Africa at the end of the 19th century. So in a way, the nation of Zambia are kind of like Greek supremacists. Maybe they really don't like Turkey as well, I don't know. Could have foreseen these two countries coming together. Are you two friends? France with yes, and the former French colonies in Africa with no. France really wants to be their friend, but I'm pretty sure the feeling is not mutual. Or at least the opinions on France are a lot more split than they'd like. The French saying science, the British saying science, the Italians saying something similar to science, the Spanish also saying something similar enough to science. Well, let's not forget Portugal as well. But then finally, there's Germany. Naturwissenschaften. How bad did I butcher that?
Die Naturwissenschaft.
Okay, I did horrible.
Die Naturwissenschaft.
Die
Naturwissenschaft.
Naturwissenschaft.
Die Naturwissenschaft.
I can't even say it. Naturwissenschaft. Now you might see this and assume, oh, the German language is so strange, why they gotta be all different, but then you gotta take a look at this first. The Dutch with something similar. Here's Luxembourg and Germany. Here's Swedish. And the Danes. And finally, Norway. So maybe English has the weird word after all. I guess it all just depends on your perspective. I wonder how often English agrees with the Latin languages other than the Germanic ones. I mean, technically, English is a Germanic language that has more German words in common than Latin, but it's crazy to see the one outlier here. Probably have France to thank for that. We have pum and apple, pin and pine, pum de pin and pine cone, but finally there's ananas versus pineapple. So if this is an apple and this is a pine tree, then yeah, in English we say this is a pine cone. Oh, and this is a pineapple. cool. It does flow. Yet the French side is not flowing quite as much.
Pomme de pin.
I just realized I just pronounced the pine cone part wrong, but that's fine. Whenever I see these memes, I just wonder who was the person that got really confused between pineapples and bananas. That's the only thing I can think of that happened, since ananan sounds like banana. English really just has Spanish on their side when it comes to this subject. The UK's so bad, laughs France and Italy. France stinks, laughs UK and Spain. We're all poopy, says Germany. Yeah, Europe is so bad, laughs this American. Okay, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said that. This is the quickest way to get European unification. I'm glad we as Americans have this ability, though. We could pull the fiercest rivalries together. Wait, this meme is basically me. It's probably what's gonna happen to me. France saying, I love all the joke about France. Yeah, France surrenders. Again, just be careful out there. We do know how to get under some skin. I enjoy all the jokes directed at my country, says this Czech. Check this out. Okay, I did like this one. I've not ever heard someone say check this out. I feel like I haven't heard this exact pun. I've definitely heard the pun, something similar to this. Of course, there's always the worst of all that we use, which I have used before. I'm just gonna try to refrain from doing that now. This is my neighbor, Slovakia. I get cute funny train, he gets cute funny train. I get a cool double-decker, he gets a cool double-decker. I got a speedy boy he cannot afford. Great success. Again, these memes are probably only going to last for so long. Now they're gonna start building their own quicker than ever. We have none of those speedy boys here in the US, though, that's for sure. There's Pat and Matt, but now get ready for Matt Pack. And he literally looks just like him, too. It's like they both combined to form Matt Pack, the YouTuber. But that's just a theory. My Filipino grandma on the phone. It's been raining in Manila. Aren't you feeling cold? Me with a camouflage trench coat. Dude, this makes me literally want to go to Manila right now and walk around with a camouflage trench coat. This looks so therapeutic. A dream come true. For some reason recently, someone had the bright idea to name this typhoon Goring. I don't know why. Kind of strange, to say the least. I mean, I guess he's already out, but then there's like a tropical storm about to hit the Philippines. Just waiting for Typhoon Hilter to hit. Droughtifornia borders the largest body of water on Earth, has hundreds of flowing rivers and lakes, some of them even flooding, constantly making efforts to try to save water, still faces water problems. Meanwhile, there's Nevada, or Nechata, completely landlocked with very few lakes. Primary water source is rapidly evaporating. Has hundreds of casinos, golf courses that chug water, does not face water problems. I've always wondered why this works. How are so many of the desert states next to California have plenty of water? Less people, I'm guessing? There's Big Burger and Mini Burger. Now get ready for Big Soda. Oh, I think I know what's gonna come next. Minnesota. That's Oregon. I've been duped again. There's a Brazilian guy out there with 10 times more friends than you who has plenty of time to pursue hobbies like music and soccer, has never heard of depression or anxiety, and yet makes $100 per month and lives in a favela. This is the truest meme I think I've ever read. I need to move to Brazil instantly. I have a lot to say about that. Like, whatever. Ooh, a corruption competition. You got this, champ. Nobody is more corrupt than you, he says to Russia. Meanwhile, Russia looks up at his opponent. Oh no, it's the state of Illinois. I don't know if you're gonna be able to beat them. They're pretty up there. Tired of the election map? Well, the yellow states in the map below are the states in which it is legal to own a raccoon. This is a much better measurement of politics in general. Give me a raccoon or give me death, honestly. Why can I not legally own a raccoon? I want my very own rocket. Russians redeploy air defense systems from Kuril Islands to Ukraine. Would you want to bring back Imperial Japan? Because that's how they come out of hibernation. They might be a little bit too tempted now, especially if you have nothing up here protecting this stuff anymore. Southern Europeans at the beach. Spanish man versus Spanish woman. Portuguese, meanwhile, okay, alright. Wait, what about Greece? I'm an expat. I'm here for my white-collar job. I'm a digital nomad. I'm here to travel the region and work. You're all migrant workers, says these guys from these countries. I guess it's specifically in Asia. And technically speaking, by definition, right? Any non-Americans ever hear about Buc-ee's? The gas station that's as big as a football stadium. Buc-ee's. The wall of jerky. Buc-ee's. The wall of candy. Buc-ee's. Renowned on American highways for their billboards. Buc-ee's. Renowned on American highways for their bathrooms. Buc-ee's. Would you like to join a cult? Buc-ee's. Would you like to join a cult? Buc-ee's. Oh, hail Buc-ee's. Even as an American, I don't know what you're talking about. Where is this Buc-ee's? I need to go. I need to make a pilgrimage. I've been to Texas several times. I've not heard of this place. I'm sure my family's heard of it. As big as a football stadium? Well, they're mostly in Texas, but it's all throughout the South, really. They're just mega gas stations. Man, I'm now just finding out about this. And big thanks to my patrons.
Destiny
Durnil,
the modern
Sebi, if you hear this, I love
to
you.
Drew now.
I am the aPhatNarwhal, Carmel Saida,
InquisitorXarius,
KirinoIsBestGirl,
LuxembourgLover,
Robert
RyeThePie,
TheGreatRalphy,
the Mexican
Twickenhamster,
760, ZaneyBoi,
JohnDenver,
GoodOldRyah,
and
Dad.
Jack Traven's annoying friend.
And why am I doing this?